Hi guys, this is an impromptu video, and I'm coming to you actually from the car, and you might hear the wind from the air conditioner, but that's okay. And you might notice my eyes are red, and it's because I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I wasn't going to make the video, but actually my aunt is here with me, and she encouraged me to do it, and I think it's important, so here I go. I made a video before where I talked about not making any apologies for being deaf. I was at a funeral and I was shushed for answering my aunt's question, my other aunt, and I can't hear myself, and so I answered the question, and obviously I was loud. Well, today at the wedding, not too long ago, I guess he's the DJ. He walked over to me and he kept staring at me or whatever, and I noticed he wanted to talk to me, so I kind of moved away from him every time he made eye contact. But then he got a little bit closer and I said, oh my goodness, he's going to want to talk to me. And sure enough, he came over and he was talking to me, and I tried my best to read his lips and I couldn't. I just, for whatever reason today, I just couldn't read his lips. But then he said something else to me, so I held up my phone and I showed him. I said, hey, I'm deaf. You know, I got to read what people say. I can't hear. And then I looked over because I saw my other aunt waving a little bit. I looked at her way, and she was mouthing to me, you're loud, shh, like she did that. And then I looked up and I see her son, like, shh, you're loud, like he's the best man in the wedding party. And he had this look like, shh, you're loud, shh, that's what he did, like that. And I immediately felt shamed. I immediately felt embarrassed. And I immediately felt like I didn't belong, like I shouldn't be here. And I was already separated because I was standing on like the balcony side away from where everyone was sitting. But the reality is they're hearing and I'm deaf. And I felt like an outsider, like I didn't belong. And I wanted to control my feelings so bad, and it took everything in me not to cry. I had to turn away like 5 times to keep the tears from falling. And it seemed like it took forever for them to finish saying their vows and for it to be over, for them to announce them husband and wife. And I could not wait for them to walk out of there so I can make my exit and get to the car. And I said I would never go to another event because I don't belong. I'm not hearing. And God forbid if someone asks me a question, it's inappropriate to be deaf in the human world. And that's how they feel. But they're sick. Because a disability is never inappropriate. I can't hear myself, so how can I be too loud? You should just understand that I'm going to be loud sometimes. That's just like telling someone with Down syndrome it's inappropriate, you know, to have Down syndrome in public or just be that way, or it's inappropriate for you to have a speech impediment. It's inappropriate, you know, for you to have osteoporosis, like straighten up your back, like what's wrong with you? It's inappropriate for you to have a stuttering problem. You should speak without stuttering. What's your problem? A disability is not inappropriate. We need to stop being inconsiderate. We need to stop being insensitive to disabilities because God has us in these positions in life for a reason. And we should be mindful of that. Seriously, there's nothing I can do about being deaf at the moment. And until God moves me from this, it is what it is. And I have accepted it and I have embraced it. Others around me have to do the same. I'm not apologizing for being deaf. And I'm sick of people trying to make me feel ashamed for it. I'm not ashamed. I've never been. And I'm not going to start today. But I will not continue to go to events where I'm not welcomed or I feel this way because of how people act. So if you can't accept who I am, don't invite me. Because I am Latoya Willis, And a part of that is being deaf right now until God heals me. And it's coming. But in the meantime, this is my journey. Period. Accept it. I have. Move on. Who you used to know, she was great. And who I am today is even better. Deal with it. So I'm just saying it to say, get to know the people in your family. Because obviously, everybody has something that we can adjust to. Get to know your neighbor. And be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. And I love you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.